is Garrett J. White, the authentic entrepreneur, coming at you real, coming at you raw, and coming at you relevant. And this, my friends, is the Daily Download. Now today, we're going to slow things down a little bit. In this entire week of downloads, we're going to slow it down a little bit. And one of the things I'm going to start slowing down is the process of bringing in the handy dandy flip chart. So before we get to principle number 1 here at the Pay to Play Academy, and we bring out the flip chart, I'm going to show you the slowed down version. Did you like those sound effects? It worked again! So anyways, let's talk about principle number 1 today. Perspective drives action. Now we've been discussing a lot about how this works and how what we see is what drives our actions. But today I want to focus specifically on this idea of perspective. But we're going to back it up even further. We're going to take perspective back to another word, and the word that we're going to look at is my beliefs. See, in every one of our experience, what's going on behind the scenes of our eyes is what's dictating what we see. And what we see is dictating the actions we take, and the actions we take are dictating the results that we're getting. Now, there are 2 different ways that we can experience this perception or perspective of life. One of those ways is through what we call empowering beliefs. Now, empowering beliefs are anything that take us closer to what we're wanting. On the other side of this, we have our disempowering beliefs. And disempowering beliefs or weakening beliefs are what take us further to what we are not wanting. So as we break down in the experience of our life, again, there's the what we're wanting and there's what we're not wanting. There's a perspective that is empowering and there's a perspective that is disempowering. There's a perspective that is expanding and there's a perspective that is contracting. There's a perspective that is based on light and there's a perspective that is based on darkness. Now, in our Pay to Play Academy, one of the things we're constantly focusing on is this idea of our shadow and our brilliance. Our shadow being the aspect of us that's constantly constricting and contracting, constantly sucking and bringing things to really a place of limitation, or an energy we might call fear-based scarcity. The other side of this is the empowered perspective, which comes through light, comes through the sacred self, and comes through truth. This is constantly expanding and allowing us to see from a love-based paradigm that which we call abundance. So then the 2 overall perspectives that we're experiencing day to day are the darkness of scarcity and at the same time the light of abundance. And it's these energies behind our eyes operating merely as lenses that are dictating what we see every single day. They're dictating what we project out and what we perceive. And this perception of life is what dictates the kind of actions we're taking. So when it comes to your world and it comes to my world, ultimately the actions we take are led and guided by what's going on behind these eyes back here in the brain. The brain itself, its beliefs and its addictions and its habits and the things that it chooses to see as truth and as falsehood, or the things it says are good or bad, or those things that are right or wrong. One of the challenges I'm going to have for you today is to decide in your mind, in the way that you're seeing things and your actions, is whether or not the actions you're taking are driven by expanding perspectives or if they're guided by contracting perspectives. If they're guided by an expanding, empowering context or if they're guided by a contracting, constricting context. And how would you know this? Look at your results. By their fruit, you shall know them. And by your results, you'll know whether the results are what you're wanting or whether the results are what you're not wanting, whether the context of your perspective is coming from abundance or scarcity. So jump down below, make some comments about abundance in your life and how that expanding perspective is dictating the actions and results in your life, as well as the opportunities and times when the limiting experience of contraction seems to be constricting the possibilities of your day-to-day experience. My name is Garrett J. White, and this has been the Daily Download.